to 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2019.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offense.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor, Ibikunle Amosun.
You're welcome to Celebration Television News Desk. I am Nicholas Akosile Walter. Here are the news making the headlines. Legislative aides issue 48 hours ultimatum over unpaid 2019 salaries. Ivory Coast, Alassane Ouattara sworn in for third term. Joe Biden says time to turn the page after victory confirmed. No break until we pass 2021 budget, says reps. Nigerian rookies impress in NBA preseason games. Please stay with us as we bring you details of our news after now. Welcome back. Now the news in full. Legislative aides issue 48-hour ultimatum over unpaid 2019 salaries. Nigerian legislative aides to members of the National Assembly have written to the President of the Senate, Ahmad Lawan, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, Chairman, National Assembly Service Commission, Ahmed Amshi, and Clerk to the National Assembly, Amos Ojo, to protest against unpaid salaries. The aides, under the auspices of the National Assembly Legislative Aides Forum, in a letter dated December 13, 2020, also issued a 48-hour ultimatum to the management backlog of unpaid salaries to picket the premises. The petition has 6 signatures, each for the 6 geopolitical zones: South-South, North-Central, Southwest, Northwest, Southeast, and Northeast. The signatories who did not put their names, however, put their telephone numbers beside their signatures. And moving forward quickly, Minister advocates increased COVID-19 testing. The Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, has taken a message for increased testing for COVID-19 to the orientation camp of the National Youth Service Corps in Mangu, Plateau State. A statement issued by his Special Assistant on Media, John Joshua Kanji, said after reviewing the COVID-19 control protocols with camp officials, the minister took the test at a station where arriving corps members are screened. While urging people to strictly observe the preventive measures put in place to slow down the spread of the virus, Dare called for the strengthening and expansion of the testing capacity at NYC orientation camps. He made sure that the testing station was properly set up and working the way it should, and said that the same should go for all orientation camps across the country. In another development quickly, ASU directs members to boycott AE Funai convocation. The Academic Staff Union of Universities elects Ekwueme University Ndufo Alike Ikwo chapter has directed its member to boycott the special convocation being planned by the university management. The university management planned a special convocation for December 15, 2020, but the union in the statement vowed not to be part of the event. The statement was signed by the chairperson and secretary of the union, Ogugwa Egu and Moses Alo, respectively. Rising from its Congress, the union said the convocation was unnecessary and a waste of scarce resources since no student graduated in 2020, both at postgraduate and undergraduate levels. ASUU, while describing the planned exercise as an act of insensitivity and misplaced priority, advised the school management to instead utilize the funds for the convocation for more important things such as staff welfare. Since ASUU is still on total and indefinite strike action, it completely dissociates itself from the said convocation and therefore directs its members not to attend. And quickly coming from around Africa, Ivory Coast, Alassane Ouattara sworn in for third term. Ivorian President Alassane Ouattara has been sworn in for a third term in office. The solemn ceremony was attended by 13 African counterparts as well as former French President Nicolas Sarkozy. The 78-year-old won a disputed third term at the ballot box on October 31st. The opposition says he breached the constitution by seeking a third term and has mounted a campaign of civil disobedience aimed at pushing him out. Ouattara and his supporters had argued that the 2016 revision of the constitution reset his term counter to 0. When Ouattara won with more than 94% of the vote, the opposition cried foul and announced a transitional government. Several opposition leaders were arrested with legal proceedings over sedition launched against them. Pre- and post-election violence is reported, according to an official to have claimed at least 85 lives since August. And still coming from around Africa, Ramaphosa announces measures to curb second wave. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has announced the closure of many of the country's beaches to fight a resurgence of COVID-19 infections in the run-up to Christmas. Ramaphosa also announced an extended nighttime curfew and increased restrictions on the sales of alcohol, which will now only be available Monday to Thursday between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. All beaches will be closed from December 16th until January in the Eastern Cape province and part of a tourist area known as the Garden Route in the Western Cape. In the KwaZulu-Natal province, beaches will be closed on public holidays including Christmas and New Year's Day. Ramaphosa also extended a nighttime curfew from 11 p.m. until 4 a.m. and restaurants and bars must close at 10 p.m. Ramaphosa said there are concerns that new infections are increasing rapidly and may overwhelm some hospitals in affected areas. The rise has been blamed on people's failure to wear masks and practice social distancing, while large gatherings, especially parties, have been identified as super spreader events. He said his government wants to contain the virus without imposing restrictions that may hurt the economy. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, we will bring you updates from the United States of America.
Of love embedded in glamour, a precious gift which brought us peace. It's a sound of joy and melodies from the heavenly realm. Christmas Carol service with Apostle Johnson and Dr. Lizzie Suleiman.
My lips will glorify you. The herald angels sing. Thank God it's Christmas. Thank God it's Christmas.
Happening live at the International Worship Center on Mega Fire Ministries, Kilometer 132 Benin Okene Abuja Expressway, Auchi, Edo State, Nigeria. 24th December 2020, 3 p.m. From for inquiries, please call. Come, let's marry together.
Building up yourself in your most holy faith, praying. Parada gazoko, ite kwate parikatuyas. When we pray, we activate our angels.
Pray until something happens.
Katoya, ile brakatoya, akapola. When you speak in tongues, you are printing money. You are activating your financial life.
Operation Jabez 2020 with Apostle Johnson and Dr. Lizzie Suleiman. 29th and 30th December 2020. Happening live at the International Worship Center of Omega Fire Ministries headquarters, Kilometer 132 Benin Okene Abuja Expressway, Auchi, Edo State, Nigeria. 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. daily. For inquiries, please call. Prepare.
Welcome back. Now, updates from the United States of America. Joe Biden says time to turn the page after victory confirmed. Joe Biden has said it's time to turn the page after his presidential election victory at State's Electoral College. In a speech after the announcement, he said U.S. democracy had been pushed, tested, and threatened, and proved to be resilient, true, and strong. He condemned President Trump's attempt to overturn the result and said the will of the people prevailed. The confirmation was one of the steps required for Mr. Biden to take office. Under the U.S. system, voters actually casted their ballots for electors, who in turn formally vote for candidates weeks after the election. Democrats Joe Biden won November's contest with 306 electoral college votes to Republicans